Welcome to The Spotlight, a show where we introduce and interact with outstanding members of our community who have made exceptional contributions and stood by Kerala Samajam for decades. In today's episode, we are honored to have Mr. Joe Kurilla, CEO of Homeland Realty Corp. With a remarkable presence in the Tri-County area of Miami-Dade, Broward, and West Palm Beach for the past 35 years, he has been an influential figure in the real estate industry and beyond. Join us as we delve into his journey, achievements, and the impact he has made in our community. I'm here with Mr. Joe Kurilla, who is the CEO of Homeland Realty Corp. Hi, Mr. Kurilla. How long have you been in the real estate industry and what inspired you to get started?
First of all, thanks for God getting in real estate. I'm in the real estate industry since 1981, and I'm inspired by my dean of the Florida Atlantic University when I was studying for mechanical engineering, and he's also a full-time real estate broker. But I inspired from him getting in the real estate. That's the way I changed from mechanical engineering to real estate profession.
How many branches does your business currently operate?
We have 3 offices basically in South Florida. One is in Sunrise, Florida. Another one is located in West End. We have another office in Hollywood, Florida.
What range of real estate services do you offer?
We offer basically residential, commercial, real estate services, and also service to the buyers getting the mortgage, and also we do title services.
Do you provide periodic training to your real estate agents? If so, how frequently?
When we hire new real estate agents, we do training, the initial training with them. And once they completed the initial training at the office, we send it to the board for future training. Well, after that, we will assign with them an experienced real estate agent for 6 months for continuous training. Once they completed the training, they're going to be on their own and starting as full-time realtors.
What advice would you give to first-time home buyers, especially in this current market?
The current market, first we offer them, make sure they are pre-approved by a mortgage broker or a lender. That's where they know how much they will be able to afford, and as well as they're able to buy. Once they pre-approve, then we will start work with an experienced realtor and show them the homes.
Do you have any guidance or recommendations for real estate investors?
Yes, we do. We basically advise the new investors, first they have to save enough money, basically at least 35% of the total investment they have to bring cash. Then we will arrange them some kind of financing if they need help. And our advice is to investors are very simple: buy very low in the market, then you will be able to make some profit. And we always advise them extreme careful on today's market because market may be changed soon.
What were some of the biggest challenges you faced when starting your business, and what are some of the challenges that you still face today?
The basic challenges when you're starting a business is the knowledge about the industry, and when I started in 1982, the information was very low. Then basically I was learning from the street or from here and there. But if you planning to getting in a industry, make sure you have enough knowledge on that one. Plus you have investments for survive for 6 months. Once you got stabilize the business, you will be fine. But today's challenges are changes in the marketplace and the rates going higher and less availability of homes. Those are the few changes happening in the today's market.
What farming areas in Florida do you cover?
We basically work in the entire Florida, but predominantly we work in South Florida, and especially we call Miami, Broward, and Palm Beach counties our farm area.
Could you share more about the title services that your company provides?
We recently, in 2019, we added another product called title services. Title service means basically closing and escrow service for real estate brokers. And we basically what we do is, do the title searches, lien searches, then we coordinate with the lenders, realtors, sellers, buyers, coordinate the closing, completed the transactions, recorded the deed from the seller to new buyers, and issue a title policy to cover if there is any liens or anything assisted, that policy will cover. Basically, title service means a closing real estate transaction we're doing since 2019, and we got a lot of happy customers.
What type of loan options do you offer?
We offering, first-time home buyers, we call FHA loan program, and we also offer Fannie Freddie Mac loan to customers with some established credits. And we also offer veterans loan for our veterans who retired from the military, Army, and Navy. And also we offer commercial loan. Commercial loans are basically for investors buying multifamily, gas stations, etc.
Are there any special loan programs available for first-time home buyers, medical professionals, or somebody with low income?
Yes, we do. We do first-time home buyers grant from different government agencies. One of the most common one is in Florida Housing Financing Authority. They are offering from $40,000 to $60,000 either as a grant or a second mortgage. We call it a sleeping mortgage. They don't never need to make a payment. That's the one thing we offering first-time home buyers. There are other grants available to different agencies. We basically, with people with income vary from $65,000 to $90,000. The Florida Housing Financing Authority is the best option for the grant or a mortgage, second mortgage with no interest payments. We also, as a mortgage broker, we got a variety of lenders. We will shop around for our customers, get the lowest interest rate, minimum closing cost through our mortgage services.
What are your top advice for investors and buyers trying to invest in Florida?
The investors, my advice to them, you have to work with the experienced real estate agents or brokers to find properties in the lower in the marketplace. They can do some rehab and sell it in the fair market, make some profit. For the buyers, my advice is to also same thing, find an experienced realtor in your area, and he has a knowledge about the property's conditions, market price, and they will be able to find the home, the dream home you're looking to buy, and they will walk you every step from showing the home to closings.
How do you qualify buyers?
We qualify the buyers in different ways. First of all, mostly right now the mortgage industry is qualifying based on the people's credit. Credit scores are varying from minimum 580 to 800 score. The higher the score, you will get a better amount of financing and a better rate. But we also offer, programs as low as 580 score, but the people's down payment may have to be slightly high, in 10% to 15%, and their rate may be verified. But we have programs available for low credit score starting from 580. We also loans available for home buyers, no income, no ratio loans are also available.
Do you offer classes, webinars on interest rates, property taxes, and such? And if so, how can the public access them?
We do offer, the training to the first-time homebuyers in our office every 3 months, and we educate them the most important thing is savings, how to save enough money for buying the home. And second thing about credit score, how to improve your credit scores, and also income, the three items needed to qualify: credit, income, and down payment. We do basically train them about these three items. Then we conduct these seminars every 3 months in our office.
Can you give us a brief introduction on the team that runs this whole operation?
We have three departments called real estate, mortgage, and title services. In the real estate, we have 25 plus full-time realtors working. Then we may have another 50 part-time real estate agents. And in the mortgage industry, we have 7 loan officers full-time working in our office. In the title company, we have 4 staff full-time working in. In the real estate, we have a back office service. Basically, that means servicing to our realtors, 5 office staff full-time available to help the realtors, basically from writing up the contracts, help on inspections, stuff like that. Then mortgage, we have a back office for loan officers. The back officers are known as mortgage processors, and they work in the office to help the mortgage broker to process the loan, and also helping with the borrowers getting all the documents. And then once the loan approved and everything, going to our title company. Title company, we have 4 staff working to help them to close the deal very smoothly.
Can you tell us about your family?
Yes, of course. My family is my actual backbone of my business, the support and everything. Especially my wife, Mary Kun. She helped me from the beginning when we started in 1982 in the real estate. Then time passed by. We have 4 children. They're grown up. My first daughter name is Jiny. She's got a master's in business from Noyal University. Then she worked for different corporate structure. Then she joined with our company in 1999. And then my second daughter, Jasmine, she also graduated from FIU in business. Then she worked for corporate companies. Later, he decided to join with title service in 2019. She is in charge of title services with Maya, my 4th child, and they're both working on the title services. My son, Joe Kurilla Jr., and he's also a Nova graduate in business administration. He's actually running the real estate brokerage operation. And my son-in-law, NADUPARAMBIL, he is a finance guy, and he joined with the mortgage company 2018, and he's the one actually running the mortgage operations right now. And basically, I'm with children working real estate, mortgage, title, but day-to-day operations are the good news is running my children now, and I'm basically in the step from handing over from me to my children. And it's a great spirit to work with your children and your family, and that's all my advice to all my friends and people listening to me. Once you know some knowledge, it's better to share with your children and hand over to them. That's the best my advice, and I feel so better, and I work with my children.
What advice would you give to individuals who are interested in pursuing a career in real estate industry?
Once you plan to get in real estate industry, my strong advice, you prepare to have some money saved to survive for minimum 6 to 9 months. Once you get a real estate license, you just got the license, but you need to get a lot of experience to find buyers or sellers. Once the buyer comes, even if you sign a contract, it takes maybe 90 days to close a transaction. My first advice, have some savings. That's the way you can relax when you're working with the buyers and sellers, to pay for your daily bills for 6 to 9 months. Then second thing is you have to work hard. That means long hours. Prepare your family, stay with you when you're working long hours. on Saturdays or Sundays or weekends. You have to time spend with your family. You have to be with your buyers and sellers. That's the second thing. Be prepared your family to be with you when you're working long hours. And third advice is continue work with your buyers. When you have a real estate agent, means you become your own, and you have to have your own schedule to work with your buyers and show them the properties. Therefore, be prepared to get your return or get your first paycheck 6 to 9 months. Second things, be ready for hard work, long hours, then you will be successful.
I thank you on behalf of Kerala Samajam for taking the time today to spend time with us.
Yes, I was very happy to share on my thoughts about Kerala Samajam of South Florida. I was in the first committee for the Kerala Samajam as an executive committee member, and since from there I'm always helping Kerala Samajam South Florida with my time and my money. And basically after that, whenever Kerala Samajam need money, they approach me. I mean, every year they need funds to raise, run the Kerala Samajam, and I always there, help them with money. And I think maybe, minimum I sponsor 25 plus times. And with Kerala Samajam, I don't know why I didn't ever say no whenever they approach me for funds, and maybe the one reason it is the first organization in our community, and we have something, if you like, a home. Maybe that is the reason I'm always Kerala Samajam. And this year especially, my realtor, 15 plus years, Biju is the president. I'm with Biju, full support. Anything he need to run this very excellent. Thank you.
I would also like to introduce Mr. Biju John, who is the current president of Kerala Samajam and also a member of this esteemed team who has been working here for the past 15 years.
Thank you, Divya, and thank you for Kerala Samajam media team. അങ്ങനെ റിയൽ എസ്റ്റേറ്റ് രംഗത്ത് മലയാളി സമൂഹത്തിന് ഒരു റോൾ മോഡലായി നിൽക്കുന്ന ശ്രീ ജോ കുരുവിളയുടെ പ്രസ്ഥാനത്തോടൊപ്പം കഴിഞ്ഞ 15 വർഷങ്ങളായിട്ട് എനിക്കും സഞ്ചരിക്കുവാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞു എന്നത് ഒരു വലിയ ഭാഗ്യമായി ഞാൻ കരുതുന്നു. ദൈവത്തിന് നന്ദി പറയുന്നു. മാത്രവുമല്ല, കേരള സമാജത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രസിഡൻ്റായിട്ട് ഞാൻ ഇത്തവണ വരുമ്പോൾ ഞാൻ അങ്ങോട്ട് ചോദിക്കാതെ തന്നെ എല്ലാവിധ സപ്പോർട്ടുകളും എനിക്ക് അദ്ദേഹം വാഗ്ദാനം ചെയ്തു. ധൈര്യമായി മുമ്പോട്ട് പോകാൻ എന്നെ നിർദ്ദേശിച്ചു. കഴിഞ്ഞ വർഷങ്ങളിൽ മുൻകാലങ്ങളിലും കേരള സമാജത്തിന് കൊടുത്തിരുന്ന എല്ലാ സപ്പോർട്ടുകൾക്കും എനിക്ക് പേഴ്സണലായിട്ട് തന്ന എല്ലാ സപ്പോർട്ടിനും ബേബിച്ചായനോട് നന്ദി പറയുന്നു. ദൈവം അനുവദിക്കുന്നിടത്തോളം മുമ്പോട്ട് നമുക്ക് വീണ്ടും ഒരുമിച്ച് പോകാം. താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്.
Thank you, Vijay.
Thank you for watching today's episode. See you on the next Spotlight.